Hey everyone, guy with much shorter hair here. This is another update into the Infiniti Coupe because today's another Saturday and it's a good day to work on the car. It's not too hot, nice breeze, and thankfully my garage is covered by numerous trees, which is why you hear many birds making a lot of noises. So that's a bit of a benefit. It stays cool in the summer so far, which is nice. So today I'm kind of at the point with this car where everything that needs to be taken off is on the more difficult side. Lots of things are just challenging now because I've got rid of all the easy stuff, and it's making me a little bit worried about how to approach stuff. So just before filming this, I was working on some things. You'll notice on that side of the car there is just nothing there anymore. The airbag is actually loose there, this piece right here, and now it's the same thing on the driver's side. It wasn't like that last time just because I wasn't sure about keeping the seatbelt or not, but the seatbelt is still here, and it still works. It doesn't like to work, but it still technically works. I can buckle myself in to this car, despite the fact that it has no doors, and it's also soon to be missing a headliner, a bit of a spoiler. Now we can be safe. So quite simply, my goal for today is to remove the airbags, which I showed you here. They are the side curtain airbags up in the door liner here, or they're in the headliner, I guess, but they're above the door. So I want to take that off, and maybe we can even remove the sunroof, perhaps. That's one thing that I do want to remove and try to sell. It's been really slow in terms of selling things the past couple weeks. I've sold the door. Well, it was the driver door. I'm like, wait a minute, this side, yes, this side. So that door is gone, and that means that there's a lot more space in the garage to take off some more big stuff, but most of what's left is just small stuff. So I'm gonna start removing this stuff and see where we get to. I'm still hopeful to be able to make back what I've spent on this car. I still have a lot of stuff that's for sale that people haven't bought yet. A couple small inquiries here and there, but people don't like to follow up for whatever reason. I'm confident though that now that it's getting into like summer weather, anybody who's working on one of these cars, if they're gonna smash it, now's the time. So they're gonna want some of the body panels that I have, like the bumper and the trunk lid and that kind of thing. So yeah, let's hope. So budget wise, with the sale of the door, I think we're at $1,300 something. You can watch my most recent video on my main channel if you want a bit more of a thorough budget update, but the reality is that we're like deep in the red here. That's not something I'm necessarily worried about, but it is something that I want to change, so that's why I'm continuing to make these videos to keep myself moving, taking pieces off and not get discouraged, because it's very easy to get discouraged. My goal, just for you who are unaware, is to part out this car, and I'd like the shell, which I'm sitting in right now, to be out of the garage before the snow falls here, which is pretty early. It's sometime probably in November it's going to start snowing, so that does give me enough time, but I only really have one day a week to work on it, and I want to be able to sell this stuff too, so I'm kind of hoping for the best. Alright, enough talking, let's start pulling stuff off, and I'll show you what exactly I'm looking at here. So when I say that I was removing the side panels here, this is what I mean. The panel that covers this, and also all the bolts that are holding it in down on this side. It seems like this is like a maybe compressed something that shoots the airbag out. Not exactly sure how that works, we're about to find out. But the headliner, I actually have no idea how to take this off. There's probably clips in some of these things here, so I'm going to try and take them out. Interestingly, let me show you something. So I'm just sitting on the crossbar. There is the passenger side mirror. Gotta reach out for this one. And it's pre-removed for me. Somebody has pulled that off. Somebody's girlfriend in the past, I guess, with this car got a little bit rough and ripped out the mirror, which is kind of funny. It's really only being held on by some wire, which runs to the light that's underneath. And there you can see me filming. As for the rest of the interior, I'm a little bit worried about taking out the heater box, mostly because I don't know if any coolant runs through that. I mean, I doubt it, but at the same time, I'm unsure. I don't want to just take that out and accidentally fill the car with coolant. And I also still want to start the engine. I still haven't got the exhaust off yet. That is one of my main goals. I'm just kind of afraid, as dumb as that sounds. Sometimes I get afraid of these things, but we will get there. That's why I've kind of been diverting to the interior. I know it's a lot less exciting, but it is a little bit more easy to work on. Still some stuff like this to go. The only thing that's keeping the carpet in is this seat. So once I get the seat out, then I can take the carpet out, and then things will get a lot more sharp in here. Yeah, still a lot of work to do. Alright, so here's some stuff you may find interesting. This is what the upper lights look like. I don't know exactly what to call these, but these are the sunroof controls here, and the light switches here, and these are also clicky. But the mechanism for them is kind of cool. Hopefully it'll zoom in. It's very, very simple. And yeah, I was actually very surprised to see that this all came off in one piece. I've also removed the sun visor, and the headliner is slowly coming down. Just a lot more things to take off on the other side, and then I'll be good to go there. But it's quite interesting to see what's underneath this. Same thing with the trim around the sunroof as well. That has to come off, obviously, but no clips in the back. It's basically just the handle, that secondary thing there, and I think there's only one clip that holds this whole piece up. So yeah, kind of cool. Hopefully we can see what's in the actual roof of the car and potentially take out this entire sunroof, and then it's just going to be a big hole. It'll be a real sunroof after that. My goal kind of today is to take off the headliner, and I really want to get those speakers out as well from the back, which is going to involve taking the tray off at the back, which I think will be pretty difficult, but we'll see. Mostly just because there's nothing on the ground there, and yeah, like I said in one of the previous videos, I don't really fit back there too well, even without the seats. So yeah, maybe we can get these airbags out, hopefully. That'll be interesting. And then, goodness, a lot of the car is going to be stripped. Even more weight reduction. I almost got it off. Literally just one plug, and I think that might be it. Pretty interesting though. Goodness, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll show you more of that once I get this off. Yeah, let's watch the satisfying moment. There it is. Almost. Oh, I got it. Oh my god. So as you may have noticed, the headliner is out. I've just been reassembling it a little bit. Like this stuff here doesn't actually need to come out for the headliner to come out. Actually, that's not totally true. You need to unplug it, but other than that, this is what it looks like on the front. And then here is what a headliner looks like on the back. A lot of Velcro, and then a bunch of clips on the bottom that I managed to keep all intact. That was one of my biggest worries taking this thing out. I really didn't want to break it in any way. I didn't anticipate selling this, but I see it's in reasonable shape. It needs to be cleaned. There's some dark spots here, but other than that, yeah, it looks fine. So hopefully somebody can use it in their car. But the more interesting bit is what is left over, so let's hop in now. I got this seat lowered back all the way because we're going to be looking up to the sky. Oh, this is a weird feeling. Okay, so airbag, and now we can see it goes all the way back, and yeah, lots more bolts for me to undo there. Interesting stuff. This is what the sunroof looks like underneath, and also you can see that is what that looks like, and there is the motor there, which I assume is for the sunroof. But yeah, lots of cords, lots of stuff going on. That looks like a drainage tube right there for the sunroof, which is cool, because that drains right down this pillar. Same thing on the other side, I would assume, and yeah, that looks like it. I've still got a little bit of work to do. I gotta pop that pillar off, and then it's gonna be down to removing these Massive airbags, big side curtain airbags, stuff that you get in these more premium coupes. But yeah, goodness. The car looks so much more barren without this. Like nothing there at all, nothing up top. I'm really getting low on the weight now. I like it. It seems like to take the sunroof off, it might be a bit difficult. I got some stuff right here to deal with. Obviously all these drainage tubes we need to get rid of. And there are a bunch of bolts around here. Some of them fell out, like one of them fell off there when I was taking the headliner out, and then another one fell off the other side. I assume it just rattled loose or something, or it was loose from the factory. I don't think anybody's been up in here. This is really clean. But yeah, goodness. Back to work. Let's try and take off the airbags. Maybe I'll start with this one here. And I'll be exceptionally careful with this. I want to try and sell these. Hopefully somebody else can use them instead of just going in the garbage or exploding for fun. But yeah. Alright, out back we have the airbags. This is what they look like. Very interesting pieces. They were bolted in quite significantly, as you can probably guess. I'm assuming that this part here that I'm showing you now is the part that unravels, and then this is the chamber that I guess pressurizes that piece, specifically this. The connections were on the back, nice and easy. Yellow means airbags on this car, and yeah, goodness, they're for sale. Hopefully somebody needs these. I mean, hopefully they don't need them. That means they've probably been in an accident, but hopefully somebody can use them, I mean. But the car is coming along even more. I'm actually not even sure what to take off now. Airbags are out. Sunroof is definitely on my mind, but that seems like a big pain in the butt. So I might focus my attention back there and see if we can take out those speakers. It just looks too complete. Like, I feel like I need to pull something off. Alright, you'll have to forgive me for a minute here, but I like speakers, so maybe I'm just a bit weird, but I really like the face plates that are on this, and they're just screwed down. But that is what the back piece looks like, and the top piece for it is hanging out up here now, just because there was no light in here. Just none, which is weird. And now, into the back we go. This is the part that I find interesting, at least. Let me get situated in here. Not a lot of space, but there are the Bose speakers in question, and they are looking like 6x9. I guess that's what those would be. Pretty big, which is awesome. And so I'm gonna harvest these lads along with the other speakers and use them for my garage speaker system, which I'll do a separate build video on. It's currently quite lacking, so I figure taking some audio from an actual car, throwing that in there might make it a little bit more interesting. But anyway, this is what the back looks like now. Nice and free and clear. Clean, clear, under control, and just a couple of missed parts to take off as well as those speakers, so I think that's what I'm going to do next. It's also getting really hot in this car. I know that there's not optimal airflow at the back at the moment. I guess I can open that up by taking some things out, but I almost want to take off this sunroof just so that there's more air in the car. Even without doors, it's getting hot in here. Alright, bit of an update. So I've spent the last like half hour just messing around with these speakers. Despite the obvious water damage and potentially sun damage from sitting in this car for the last, I mean, it's a 2004, so long time. They actually work pretty decently, and they're better than this crap here. This one being a custom speaker that I made from a broken one of those, and so that's why it has an extra piece in it. Don't worry about that though, they're probably gonna go up top and just kind of sit here for a while because these things are better. They just need a box. And also I still have the other ones over there, which I do intend to add into this. So we'll basically have these two, one on each, and then the other two as well, ideally. Now my speaker thing has 4 inputs, and I don't actually know which one is plus and minus on these. However, in this configuration they seem to sound fine, and I did switch them up, and it doesn't seem to make much of a difference, so I'm not sure. If you know more about speakers, could you please let me know how to figure that out? I guess I can go based off this See, the wires are colored, and then the side as well. However, it does not seem to indicate which is which, so yeah, I'll take a look and see what else is going on there, but I'm very happy that they work. The radio in this car barely worked before, so at least I know that, yeah, it wasn't the speakers. I think we kind of figured that out beforehand anyways. Alright, so naturally after the speakers, it's down to getting into the hard stuff again. Time to take out the sunroof, and I'm going to be starting by unplugging this piece right here, and then moving on to the rest of the thing. We'll see how well this goes. Hopefully decently. I am concerned about the drain tubes. I don't know how difficult they're going to be to take out, but I also am very worried about this whole apparatus falling on my head. That's probably my biggest concern. So we'll hope for the best. I'll take it out very carefully, and I'm going to leave these big support pieces on for now as I take it out, and we'll hope that it does not crush my skull in. That would be unfortunate. Oh hey, it's me in the mirror. Oh no, wait, this isn't a mirror, this is the sunroof. Yeah, so it came off pretty easy actually, like shockingly easily. It works, so I'm gonna try to sell it. Now there's a big hole in my car, as you would suspect. This is what the back of it looks like down here. There's the motor, there's the headliner, just a couple of fingerprints from when I was taking it off. Just trying to be careful with it. But everything else is in working order, so yeah, goodness. Kind of funny to see it like this, if I'm honest with you. And now obviously there's a big hole in the car, but you can't really see it because the hood is on top, but here you go. Yeah, she holy. I gotta put that hood somewhere else so we can actually breathe in, but for now it's keeping dust out of the car, I guess, which is fine. But yeah, no more sunroof, and yeah, goodness, I'm not even sure what to tackle next. I have been getting some stuff done today though, my goodness, lots and lots of things on the move. So after many hours, I think it's been about 4 hours of working here, I think that I'm done for the day, and this video actually has an outro, which is rare for these videos. But yeah, if you're watching this video and you like this video, be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm very happy that we hit 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and we're actually getting close to 46,000 on the other main channel, which is very exciting. So my ultimate goal on YouTube has always been to get a 100,000 subscriber plaque, and to be almost halfway there is pretty exciting. Obviously it's going to take a lot of time to get there, but it'll happen eventually. As long as I keep it up, I think people will hopefully stay interested. But yeah, that's it. Next time I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Again, it's getting harder and harder to find things to do because everything that's left is just very time consuming. I still need to cut the exhaust, and I really need to sell some stuff. It's getting really full in here again. These car parts take up a lot of space. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, maybe we'll be working on the speaker setup. I just have to get some MDF. Thankfully, stores are actually open here now. My wife actually cut my hair because hairdressers aren't going to be open for like a month probably still, so it would have been, like, it was bad before, but now it would have been extra bad by then. So thank you to her for doing this. Anyway, see you guys again next time.